Paris. The name itself conjures a symphony of images, sounds, and emotions. It is a city that has been painted, sung about, and dreamt of for centuries. But beneath the familiar veneer of romance and art lies a story of remarkable transformation, a living history etched into its very stones. This story did not begin with grand boulevards or iconic towers. It started quietly, on a small island in the middle of a gentle river. Here, a Celtic tribe known as the Parisian first settled, giving the future metropolis its name. They were a people of the water, living in harmony with the rhythms of the Seine. Their humble settlement was the seed from which one of the world's greatest cities would grow. The Romans arrived, and with them came order, stone, and a new name, Lutetia. They saw the strategic value of this river crossing. They built forums, baths, and an amphitheatre, the faint footprints of which can still be found today. Lutetia was a provincial outpost, yet it laid the foundational grid for the city's expansion. After the fall of Rome, Paris endured centuries of uncertainty, eventually emerging as the capital of the Frankish kingdom under King Clovis. It was this moment that cemented its destiny, not just as a settlement, but as the heart of a burgeoning nation, a center of power, faith, and learning. The Middle Ages saw Paris blossom into a true medieval marvel. The kings of France fortified their home, building great walls and even greater cathedrals. The Ile de la Cité became a beacon of Gothic architecture, a testament to the city's growing wealth and its devotion to God. This was the era of scholars flocking to the new University of Paris, of craftsmen organizing into guilds, and of a population swelling within the city's protective embrace. The very air must have hummed with the sounds of construction, of church bells. Then came the great ruptures. The French Revolution of 1789 was a seismic event that shook the city to its core. It tore down symbols of the old monarchy and sought to build a new world on principles of liberty and equality. The streets themselves became stages for dramatic, often brutal, change. This revolutionary fervor gave way to the ambition of Napoleon, who dreamt of an imperial capital to rival ancient Rome. And later, in the 19th century, came the most dramatic physical transformation of all. Baron Haussmann, under Napoleon III, carved wide, elegant boulevards through the dense medieval fabric, creating the Paris of light, air, and grand perspectives that we recognize so instantly today. Our first stop is the magnificent Arc de Triomphe. It stands proudly at the western end of the Champs-Élysées, a colossal monument to French military victories. From this symbol of imperial might, we journey to a place of quiet intellectual revolution, the Panthéon. Here lie the remains of luminaries like Voltaire, Rousseau, Victor Hugo, Marie Curie. Our final stop in this chapter of Parisian history is Les Invalides, with its unmissable shimmering golden dome. Beneath the magnificent dome lies the tomb of Napoleon Bonaparte. And that heart beats strongest on an island in the Seine, the Ile de la Cité. Here stands the great Cathédrale Notre-Dame de Paris. For over 850 years, this cathedral has been a silent witness to Paris's history. One can imagine the scent of centuries of incense and beeswax that once filled its vast, vaulted interior. Just a few steps from the grandeur of Notre Dame lies a jewel of Gothic architecture, Sainte-Chapelle. Here the stone walls seem to dissolve into an ethereal cage of stained glass, reds, blues, purples, that tell biblical stories in mesmerizing detail. The air itself seems to shimmer. We cross a small bridge, the Ile Saint-Louis. This small island feels like a village preserved in time. You are greeted by the sweet aroma of freshly baked waffles and the rich, creamy promise of Bertillon ice cream. Finding a quiet spot along the quay, you can sit and watch the world go by. The Musée de Cluny, housed in the ruins of Gallo-Roman baths and a stunning 15th century townhouse. Inside, the series of 6 tapestries known as The Lady and the Unicorn. To stand before them is to be transported to a world of courtly love and intricate symbolism, a quiet, contemplative space amid the city's noise. There can be only one place to begin, the Musée du Louvre. It is the largest art museum on the planet. Even a brief visit is to feel the immense weight and wonder of artistic history. Just across the river, the Musée d'Orsay. The Impressionist and Post-Impressionist masters reign supreme. Monet, Degas, Renoir, Van Gogh. The building itself, grand clock and soaring glass roof, is a work of art. For a more intimate, yet no less profound, experience, the Musée Rodin. Seeing these works outdoors shifts your perception. You can almost smell the damp earth and fresh blossoms. Housed in the Hôtel Salé, the world's most extensive Picasso collection, each room reveals a new phase, a new style, a new way of seeing, a powerful testament to an artist who never stopped challenging himself or the world. One of the most enchanting is the Musée de l'Orangerie, in 2 specially designed oval rooms. You are completely surrounded by Claude Monet's monumental water lilies. The light from the skylights above changes, making the water lilies seem to shift and breathe. With no corners to the rooms, the experience is seamless and meditative. This building was a shock to the Parisian system when it opened in 1977. Its architect Renzo Piano and Richard Rogers turned the building inside out, on the exterior in a riot of color. To ride the external escalator to the top floor is an adventure in itself, offering ever-expanding views over the city's rooftops. Tucked away in the quiet, affluent 16th arrondissement, a pilgrimage site for lovers of Impressionism. It now holds the world's largest collection of works by Claude Monet. Finally, we visit the Fondation Louis Vuitton. It appears like a great glass ship, its 12 enormous sails billowing above the trees, the play of light through its glass panels. An unforgettable sensory experience. The building is dedicated to showcasing contemporary art, a true architectural marvel of the 21st century, a dynamic dialogue with the natural world outside. We begin in the Jardin du Luxembourg, a favorite of Parisians from all walks of life. The air is filled with the scent of flowers and the gentle clack of boules being played. It is a place of simple, timeless pleasures. We move to the grand, open vista of the Jardin des Tuileries. Sitting on one of the iconic green metal chairs, you can feel the pulse of the city around you. For a wilder, more romantic experience, we venture to the Parc des Buttes Chaumont. The park's centerpiece is the Temple de la Sibylle, offering stunning views, the suspension bridge connecting to it. The sounds here are of rushing water and birdsong, a fantastical man-made wilderness that provides a welcome escape. Our final green space is the remarkable Promenade Plantée, also known as the Coulée Verte René Dumont. It is a 4.7-kilometer-long elevated park built on the tracks of an abandoned railway line. Walking along it, you are surrounded by a lush canopy of trees, bamboo, and flowering plants. You pass over streets and through buildings, immersed in a ribbon of nature. It is a beautiful example of how a city can creatively reclaim its industrial past. We now ascend the city's most famous hill to explore Montmartre, the chatter from the artists at work in the Place du Théâtre. And crowning it all is the white-domed Basilique du Sacré-Cœur, one of the most breathtaking panoramic views. From the bohemian heights of Montmartre, we descend into the historic elegance of Le Marais. Today it is a vibrant hub of chic boutiques, art galleries, Jewish bakeries. This museum is dedicated entirely to the history of Paris itself. Here, you can sit and absorb the centuries of stories that these walls have to tell. The Cimetière de Montmartre, a peaceful and atmospheric final resting place. One such place is the Canal Saint-Martin, a more relaxed local side of Paris. The sound of the water as it gushes through the locks, a unique rhythmic soundtrack, Another surprising discovery, the Arène de Lutetia, where gladiators once fought. Local residents now play pétanque. Hidden, the Grand Mosque of Paris, a beautiful sanctuary of Islamic art and culture. Our final hidden gem is a secret garden, the Jardin Anne Frank. We have journeyed through Paris, from its royal palaces to its revolutionary squares, from its grand museums to its secret gardens. The layers of history are not just visible, they are tangible. It is a city that engages all the senses. This journey of 20 locations is, of course, just a beginning. The true joy of Paris is found in the personal discoveries. And now, I turn the question to you. What is your favorite Parisian gem? What corner of this remarkable city holds a special place in your own story? As dusk settles, Paris transforms. The city's monuments ignite in golden light. The air acquires a gentle hush, broken only by distant laughter and the soft hum of evening. Our Parisian adventure continues, this time beneath the spell of night. We begin on the gently rocking deck of a Seine River cruise. Glasses clink as passengers sip champagne or savor a velvety Bordeaux. Soft jazz drifts from a live trio in the corner. The aroma of fresh baguettes and brie. The city's icons glide by, Notre Dame, the Louvre, the golden dome of Les Invalides, each shimmering in the water's reflection. On board, couples lean into each other, friends toast to the city, and every face is lit with wonder as the Eiffel Tower erupts into 1,000 sparkling lights. Our journey ascends from the riverbanks to the summit of Montmartre. The Basilique du Sacré-Cœur stands luminous against the night sky. Step inside, and the hush is profound. A sanctuary of flickering candles and whispered prayers. Outside, the steps offer a breathtaking panorama. Rooftops, boulevards, and twinkling lights. The city feels infinite from here, and the spirit of Montmartre is palpable. Wander now through the winding streets of Montmartre itself. Street artists sketch portraits beneath lamplight, their fingers stained with charcoal. Cafes spill onto the cobblestones, laughter and music blending with the aroma of roasting chestnuts. Painters capture the city's magic on canvas, while locals and travelers alike gather at tiny tables, sharing stories over strong coffee or a glass of pastis. Descending into the heart of the city, we arrive at the Palais Garnier, Paris's opulent opera house. Its facade glows, adorned with gilded statues and grand columns. Step inside, and you are enveloped in velvet, marble, and gold leaf. The grand staircase, the chandelier, the echoes of arias past. This is a temple of art. Next, the evening takes us to Le Marais. Here, ancient stone meets modern style. Boutiques display the latest Parisian fashions. Bistros serve up savory crepes and fine wine, and hidden courtyards beckon. The scent of fresh pastries drifts from corner bakeries, while laughter spills from lively brasseries. A few streets away, we slip inside Sainte-Chapelle. Its stained glass windows blaze with color, casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the ancient stone. The hush is reverent, the beauty transcendent. Finally, our evening adventure culminates on the Champs-Élysées. The boulevard is alive with energy. Cars glide past, their headlights sparkling, while Parisians and visitors stroll beneath the trees. Iconic shops and glowing cafes line the avenue, and the distant Arc de Triomphe stands as a beacon. The night is young, the city vibrant. Every step is a celebration of Parisian life. In Paris, evening is not an ending, it is an invitation to savor, to dream, to lose yourself in beauty and possibility. The city awaits, its magic renewed with every setting sun. Paris is a city of endless stories. Each street, each stone, a chapter in a living book. Tonight, let us embark on a journey through its most captivating icons. Our first stop, the majestic Hôtel de Ville, Paris's grand city hall, standing proudly on the banks of the Seine. Its Renaissance facade gleams in the morning light. adorned with statues of French luminaries and intricate carvings. The square before it buzzes with life, skateboarders, children and lovers weaving through the open space. Step inside and you're greeted by grand staircases, glittering chandeliers and echoes of historic debates. From the Hôtel de Ville, we cross the Seine to the soaring towers of Notre Dame Cathedral. These twin towers have watched over Paris for centuries, their Gothic spires reaching for the sky. Climb the ancient stone steps, and the city unfurls beneath you, a breathtaking panorama of rooftops and river. Listen for the deep toll of the bells echoing across the city, mingling with the distant hum of traffic and birdsong. At dusk, the towers glow golden, their shadows stretching across the Île de la Cité. Our journey continues to the Church of Saint Mary Magdalene, La Madeleine, a neoclassical marvel. Its imposing columns recall an ancient Roman temple, standing in stately contrast to the bustling boulevards around it. Step inside and you are enveloped in a hush, the air scented with incense and candle wax. Sunlight streams through high windows, illuminating gilded altars and marble statues. Outside, the city pulses, cafes, flower stalls, and the distant sound of a violin. Now, we wander to Rue Montorgueil, a vibrant artery of Parisian daily life. Here, the air is thick with the aroma of fresh bread, roasting coffee, and ripe fruit. Shoppers and locals mingle, their laughter rising above the clatter of cafe cups and the calls of vendors. Colourful awnings shade displays of cheese, pastries, and flowers, each stall a feast for the senses. Pause at a cafe terrace, sip an espresso, and watch the world go by. This is Paris at its most authentic. As the sun sets, we ascend to the Observatoire Panoramique de la Tour Montparnasse. From the 56th floor, Paris stretches in every direction, a sea of rooftops, monuments, and winding river. The Eiffel Tower glitters in the distance, while the city's lights flicker to life below. The wind is brisk, the air electric with possibility. Here, you feel the pulse of the city. Descending, we find ourselves at the Centre Pompidou, a bold burst of color and creativity in the heart of Paris. Its exposed pipes and glass escalators are a celebration of modern architecture, drawing artists and dreamers from around the world. The plaza outside is alive with street performers, musicians, and the laughter of children chasing bubbles. Step inside, and you enter a world of bold art, Picasso, Kandinsky, and the avant-garde. From the rooftop, the city's rooftops and domes stretch to the horizon, bathed in the glow of twilight. Our path leads next to the tranquil beauty of Ile Saint-Louis, nestled in the heart of the Seine. Here, time seems to slow. Narrow streets wind between elegant townhouses, their shutters painted in soft pastels. The gentle lapping of the river, the distant strum of a guitar, and the aroma of fresh crepes fill the air. Locals stroll along the quay, pausing to watch boats drift by or to share a quiet conversation on a bench. As evening falls, the island glows with lantern light, its bridges reflected in the shimmering water. Our final destination, the Luxembourg Palace and its magnificent gardens, a sanctuary of peace in the city's heart. The palace's stately facade rises above manicured lawns, fountains, and rows of chestnut trees. Children sail toy boats on the pond, while Parisians read, sketch, or simply bask in the sun. The scent of blooming flowers drifts on the breeze, mingling with the laughter of friends and the distant notes of a string quartet. As golden hour descends, the palace and gardens are bathed in warm, honeyed light, a scene of timeless beauty. From the grandeur of city halls to the quiet of riverside islands, from soaring towers to bustling markets, Paris reveals itself in layers, each more enchanting than the last. These icons are not just monuments, they are living, breathing parts of the city's soul. As night falls, the city shimmers, lights reflected in the Seine, laughter echoing in hidden courtyards, and the promise of new stories waiting to be discovered. Where will your Parisian story begin? From the first blush of dawn to the velvet hush of night, Paris reveals herself most completely when seen from the clouds. Let us ascend together, soaring over rooftops and rivers, tracing the city's heartbeat in the lines and light below. Our journey begins above the Hôtel de Ville, its ornate silhouette etched in gold by the morning sun. From this vantage, the city hall's intricate Renaissance details come alive, each statue and balustrade casting shadows that ripple across the broad Place de l'Hôtel de Ville. The Seine curves gently nearby, mirroring the city's endless energy. We glide onward, circling the legendary towers of Notre Dame Cathedral. From above, the flying buttresses unfurl like outstretched wings, cradling the ancient nave. Gargoyles guard the corners, their stony gaze fixed on the city's ever-changing tapestry. The rose window glimmers, a kaleidoscope of color and light even from high above. Sweeping west, the neoclassical columns of St. Mary Magdalene rise from a sea of bustling boulevards. Our drone glides over the temple-like facade, revealing the symmetry and grandeur. Sunlight pours over the steps, illuminating the silent procession of visitors below. The camera dips, racing along Rue Montorgueil, its awnings, mosaic signs, vibrant storefronts forming a vivid ribbon through the heart of Paris. The hum of daily life is visible from above. Shoppers weaving between market stalls, cafe tables clustered like islands of conversation, and bicycles slipping through narrow lanes. As afternoon deepens, we climb the glassy heights of the Observatoire Panoramique de la Tour Montparnasse. From this aerial throne, the city unfurls, a living map of avenues, parks, monuments. The Eiffel Tower stands sentinel in the distance while the sun glints off zinc rooftops and the sinuous path of the Seine. With a cinematic sweep, we approach the Centre Pompidou. Its bold, exposed skeleton of color-coded pipes and glass tubes pulses with modernity. The plaza below is a mosaic of artists, dancers, and dreamers, each a brushstroke in Paris's ever-changing canvas. We drift toward the serenity of Ile Saint-Louis. From the air, its elegant townhouses, winding quays form a tranquil sanctuary, embraced by the river's gentle arms. Bridges arch gracefully, linking past and present, while tree-lined promenades invite quiet reflection. Our flight concludes above the Luxembourg Palace and its gardens, where geometric lawns and fountains evoke a sense of regal harmony. Children's toy boats trace lazy circles on the Grand Bassin, and pathways meander beneath chestnut trees. The palace itself glows in the golden hour, a beacon of culture and calm amid the city's vibrant pulse. From these heights, Paris is a living symphony, each landmark a note, each street a melody. Seen from above, the city's story unfolds anew, timeless, breathtaking, and utterly unforgettable. Paris is a grand stage and also a collection of intimate villages, creating a rich and endlessly fascinating tapestry. It is a city that invites you not just to see it, but to experience it. Like, subscribe, and comment your favorite spot. Thank you for joining this timeless Paris journey. Until next time.